to Cullman today. You were just listening to Josie Hardman singing Stars, and Josie is with us this morning, and we so welcome you to the show this morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm just excited. So many things are happening. So glad to see you. I know your sweet mother. I've known her for a long time. Share with us a little bit this morning about your family, your parents. I think you have a younger brother, and what school you go to.
Well, I go to Holly Pond, and I'm a senior. I have a little brother who's not really little. He's 16, and Mom is a nurse, and Dad works with Cullman Jefferson Gas.
Wonderful. Well, I've heard wonderful things about you, and then after hearing you this morning, I was just amazed. How long have you been singing?
I started singing in church when I was 4.
4 years old. And this is something that your family understand. Everybody sings. Do y'all actually go around the house singing together, or how do y'all do that? You just have fun with it?
Well, we sing a lot in the car.
Do you?
When we go on road trips, we jam.
Wonderful. When you saw the announcement about Alabama Talent Hunt, is this something that you heard about, or did your mom hear about it, or how did all that come about? Share with us a little bit.
My choir director showed it to me, and she's like, I think you should do this. And then I did it, and it worked out pretty well.
Wonderful. Now, this would have been last year, or this year actually.
2012.
2012.
I started, and then I made it to round 4 that year. And then I decided that I was going to keep going until I got my recording contract. So
wonderful.
Did it 2 years.
So that was 2012. And doing that, what kind of an experience was that to you? I mean, not only were you on stage and performing in front of a lot of folks, but just the process of going through it. How do you feel about all that?
It was so much fun. I learned so much more than I thought I would. I worked on my stage presence and how to be in front of people.
Right.
And I've made so many friends.
See, that's neat, isn't it, to be able to do that. So the encouragement was there by your choir and your family, I know certainly from your family. So this year, when was the competition? Was it back in the fall or in the spring?
I think we started back in like August.
Okay.
And then there was a pretty big break in between all of the rounds, but we ended in May.
In May, okay. Now, you won that competition. How many other folks, roughly, you don't have to know exactly how many, but how many folks were in that talent competition?
Over 100.
Really? And so you won out in your, I guess, your age division or your category. What did you sing?
I sang a lot of songs. One of my favorites was Sunday Morning by Maroon 5.
I love that.
I sang that in the pop for round 4.
Did you? And is that the song that you actually won?
No, we sang Fix You by Coldplay.
Okay.
In the last round, and it was really fun.
Oh my goodness. And understand that the song that we heard as we were coming in, Stars, that was written specifically for you by the house band, by the house musicians. When you found out that they were doing that for you, I mean, you had to be just amazed.
I cried, actually.
Did you
the
cry?
first time I heard it, I was at work and they emailed it to me.
And it fits you, obviously.
Yeah, I love it.
You knew that, and they did too, that was. We're going to hear in just a couple of seconds, actually, you singing a cappella, and that is hard if you've ever tried to do that, or if you haven't. It's very hard to do. It's beautiful, but Oh Holy Night, and understand that that's one of your favorite too.
It is. It's my favorite Christmas song.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees.
Where do you go from here? What happens now?
College.
College. And that's going to, you're a senior at Holly Pond. That's going to happen in May. And you are going to?
Alabama.
The University of Alabama, and plan to pursue a degree in?
Biology.
Biology, okay. And folks, you know, she's so motivated, so talented. Plan to go to medical school after you graduate from the University of Alabama. And I think this is wonderful. You're on iTunes. If we go to, and I know nothing about iTunes, I don't know that much about the computer or any of that stuff, but how would we find you on iTunes?
Search Josie Hardman or Alabama's Emerging Artist under albums.
Okay. And there you are. So I'm sure that'll be on there for a while to where we can hear it. So folks, you've got to do that. Alabama's Emerging Artist. I think it's an exciting time. We wish the best to you and to your family, and I know you're going to have fun over the next few months. By the time you get back to school in January, graduation will be here before you realize it. Thank you, Josie.
Thank you.
And of course, with us this morning, Josie Hardman, and you've got to get on iTunes and listen to that. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We'll be back with more of Cullman Today right after this.